Sabrina, was there anything you guys could have done differently on McPhee, or was she just in one of those zones?
I mean, there's a lot of things we could have done differently, but I think we contained her pretty well in the first half. And, you know, our coaches told us she's a senior, she was going to come out and punch us, and she did, and we didn't punch back. And I think that's something that we're going to grow and continue to learn from. But she had a heck of a game, so props to her. She played well.
There were times you guys seemed as a team kind of tentative, passing up some shots. What was behind that, do you think?
I think they kind of got us out of our flow and got us on our heels, and we got out of what we normally do. And I think, you know, we got cold shooting the ball a little bit, and I think, you know, Satu lost some confidence shooting that ball. And I told her, you got to keep shooting, regardless of how many you miss. And I think, you know, they gave us their best game. They know their scout. They knew everything about us, what we did, every play call, our strengths, our weaknesses, and we had to be able to come out. We had to be able to come out and take that and ride the roller coaster, and we didn't.
What was their adjustment on Ruthie in the second half? Was it harder to get the ball into her?
Well, definitely. It was definitely hard to get the ball into her. Us guards have to do a better job, and she has to do a better job as well. But they doubled her every time she caught the ball, and that's something that, you know, she deserves. She's such a great post player, and she's proven herself throughout this last year. But, you know, we're going to work better as a team to get her open and get the ball in for her to get open and be able to score through that double team or pass or whatever it is.
Sabrina, this is the first time this team's really been in this position to be hunted in first entering the second half of Pac-12 play. Based on how you guys have responded this whole year, how do you think you guys will respond over the next 3 weeks to this?
It was a quiet locker room. I can tell you that. So I think we're gonna let this hurt a little bit, but tomorrow, you know, we're coming to practice, and we're gonna get ready for the Washington schools, and they're gonna give us their best game as well. So we're gonna put this game behind us, maybe, you know, in a few hours, a few days actually, and then we're gonna continue to grow and gather and regroup and get back on the horse next weekend and hope for 2 wins.
Anything else for Sabrina? Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Good job.
All right, we'll have Kelly make a statement and take some questions.
Okay, well, congratulations to Stanford. I mean, they deserved it. They earned that. This is not a position we've been in at home, 14-0 going into this game. And that second half, I mean, I thought they're 2 seniors. You know, I thought Kaylee Johnson, after having, no rebounds in the first half, gets 6 in the second half, 3 of them on the offensive glass. And then what do you say about Brittany McPhee? I mean, that kid is, you know, fearless. And it's funny, we actually called that at halftime. We said number 12 is going to come out because she didn't do much in the first half, and we figured that she was going to do what she did. And I didn't do a good enough job as a coach in 2 areas. Number 1, of figuring out what we could have done better on her, and number 2, I didn't do a good job in finding Ruthie looks. We ran pretty much every special that we have to get her open inside, and they double and sometimes triple teamed her, and unfortunately we weren't keeping them honest on the perimeter, so they were able to continue to do that. But we'll learn from it and move on, just like Sabrina said. Okay.
What different things did you try to do on McPhee defensively?
Well, everything we kind of have. We ran every zone. We tried to trap her when we could. She got away from them. They did a great job of running her off you know, off-ball screens. And we showed our youth. You know, we had Melee on her at times. We had Satu on her. We had everybody on her at different times. We just didn't give enough support off. You know, a couple of their players who we didn't want to guard. I thought we were late on Hedges. We were just a little slow. I thought we were on our heels in the second half all the way around, and that hurt us. And you can't. And once she starts to feel it like that, that's what great players do. She's a senior. That kid wanted to win a game, and she did.
Coach, you struggled tonight with the turnovers. What do you think was the key to that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I don't know. It's not like they pressure you. We just made some poor decisions. I think once in a while, you know, Sabrina's a phenomenal player, but once in a while she just tries to do a little bit too much, and they play to a great scout. That's the one thing about Stanford. You You got to beat them. They will not beat themselves ever, ever. And so we just just too many careless turnovers, and I think tonight we showed a little bit of our youth, perhaps. And I just thought in the second half, I don't know, Rob, I guess it was your question. We were on our heels. We were on our heels. And we weren't aggressive like we were in the first half. We weren't getting out and running. Now, part of that is we were taking the ball out of the net every time. But at the same time, we didn't have the same kind of energy or fire. And I always give credit to the other team. They're the ones that caused that.
Kelly, through the practical schedule, you're now tied with Stanford for first place. Are you kind of looking forward to seeing how the team responds?
Yeah.
Race?
Yeah. You guys, it's been a great year. I mean, look now, we're 21-4 and 10-2, and if you would have given me that back in November or December, I'd have said, yeah, I'll take it. So we're still in good position. Unfortunately, we don't have another chance to go against them. So if it does end up in a tie, and I know we have 3 weekends to go, they're going to get that tiebreaker, regardless of where we all finish. And that's tough, but no, I think we'll be fine. We'll shake it off. We've lost games before. We lost at Oregon State a couple weeks ago and turned right around and played one of the best games we played all year 2 days later. So, lose at Mississippi State, and I think we turned right around and played Ole Miss the next game and beat them 45 here. So we've shown the ability to bounce back. And we need to, because Washington trip's not easy.